Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Praiseline Piggy and today I have a confession to make. Well, back in 2023, Furby had a collaboration with Sonic Drive-In where they released 7 collectible plushies and 3 color-changing spoons, which I needed, of course. Being a big Furby collector, I saw when these were going to be released and it said that the release date was going to be sometime around November-ish, late September to November-ish. And I was really excited, but unfortunately, there are not many Sonic drive-ins near where I live. But luckily, I was gonna be in Idaho during the time of the release. And well, Idaho seems to have so many, mainly the area that I was gonna be visiting. And so I made it a point to visit as many of them, but unfortunately, they only had all the back-to-school toys. So when I came back, I decided to research of whether they were available for, in the second market. And that's where I noticed that there were so many being sold. And the majority of the ones that were supposed to be in the restaurant were actually being sold directly into the second market from the restaurant. Even though I tried not to fall for it and not to buy any, I gave up. I really just needed some. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm ashamed. Please don't judge me for this. And now, with very little pride left, I present to you the Sonic Furbies. I paid $30 for the lot plus tax, so that was about $32 with free shipping. I don't know if it was worth it. As a completionist, it does feel like it. So we're going to go ahead and look at the packs. There is a very cute description letting you know to hand wash before using the spoons because of the chemical residues. They are color changing and we did have all 3 colors. This was honestly like a little sneaky peeky to the Furbies that were coming because we had only been seeing 2 at the moment, which was the coral colored Furby and the purple Furby, but this does a preview the tie-dye Furby that we got later on throughout the year. Although the spoons did resemble some of the existing Furbies and those to come, the plushies were a little bit more random. They kind of had patterns and designs that looked more like the Furby Boom rather than like the current Furby line. So I don't know if we're going to be seeing anything like that because as the time that we're creating this video, we've already seen that there are some others, and some of them actually do resemble those kinds of Furbies. So hopefully this means that there's more to come. And so we finalized the list of Furbies. Sorry about the lighting. I actually had to re-record these clips because they got deleted. And well, I decided to unbox each and every one of them. Well, unbag them. They are very soft. It is a printed on fabric design. They do have a large Furby tag. And their ears are very, very thin and have a very shiny kind of fabric in the front where the print is. They all do have a tiny tuft of hair. And I noticed that the variation on the size of the tuft and the quantity of hair actually changes. Their little feet are also just printed on and they do not have a tail. Here's the one that looks like a crystal Furby, followed by the one that looks like the glow-in-the-dark or Aurora Furby that we got recently. This one looks like a little Easter egg or Starburst kind of Furby. I always check the back to see if maybe there was something else because I feel like stickers could have been in there. This one also looks like a popple, kind of like a popple Furby coloration. This one looks like the tie-dye Furby that we got later on. And this one looks a lot like the Furby Boom designs. And he looked like a Furblood because he just came like completely round out of the bag. And next up, we have the spoons. I'm actually very excited about the spoons because they're so big. I did not expect them to be this large. They also have a little button that when you move around, it wiggles their ears, which is a really cute addition. The color combinations are a little interesting. I'm wondering if it's just maybe because like when they react to water, they'll look a little bit cuter. But we'll see. I'm really excited about these. And then I wanted to show you that the one that's supposed to be the tie-dye is the green spoon. The one that's the purple is obviously the purple spoon. And then we also have the one that's the orange is the orange spoon. And I put them in the Mother of Furby mug. Thank you, Crystal. And we waited for a little bit. I initially put them with tap water. I thought it might be cold enough, but nothing really happened. This one began to slightly react. So I was like, okay, let me put some ice into these and we'll see what happens. After I put some ice into them, I noticed that the magenta-ish purple was very reactive and it quickly caught on to the color. The orange one, not so much. It was supposed to turn into like a yellowish color, but nothing happened. And then the green one is supposed to turn slightly blue. But since I didn't see much change, I decided to put some of them in the freezer. I gave them like a 5-minute timer just to see. The green one didn't seem to have any change here either, so I put him and the rest of the spoons also in the freezer. Before that, I did dunk him upside down just to see whether the purple was as reactive as it was in the other spoon. After a couple of minutes of them in my freezer, don't mind my mess and my food, I saw that the purple one had fully changed color to like a deep purple from like the magenta color. And then I looked at the orange, which had no change at all, which is really unfortunate. And the same thing had happened to the green. There was no change at all, only like the ears had changed. And since I was here in the freezer, I as well get some ice cream. And with that, we reviewed all 3 spoons and all 7 plushies from the Sonic Furby collaboration. They are available for purchase on the secondhand market and Mercari and eBay. Let me know if you guys are going to be looking for these out in the thrift stores or if you're going to cave in like me. Thanks again for watching and don't forget to follow me on Porcelain Piggy and subscribe.